Hello, Omer Sherrist here, and what I'd like to show you here today is how you can utilize your deck here for your table saw as a double up on a router table. And I find this works very well for the smaller shop, this type of thing where you don't have room to have an individual table for everything that works along. Now, what we have here is we just have a standard router that I've mounted onto this plate, which this plate you can buy at any reputable tool store and that is universal, that will fit most routers. So you just take the base plate off of your router and mount this bigger plate on here. Now what you do in your table here is cut out this opening in here and take your router and route this out here so this plate sits right flush with the deck on your table here. And by doing that, it serves as two purposes. You have the portable router, such as like right here, or else you have the stationary router that sits in the table and you bring your work to it, opposed to bringing the router to the work. But it still works the same as any other router, except I find it very convenient in a table like this here for running work pieces through there. And personally I feel it is a lot safer than just using a freehand router. But anyway, what I will do, I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how this works. And you just set your router into the recess, like that right there. And with this plate here also, I might add, you'll see different colored rings in here. You can pop out a ring, say if you use a bigger cutter bit, or you can, this is the smallest one right here, so for a smaller bit, this is what you would use, like that there. So it gives you a little bit of flexibility there too. By altering your cutters to whatever you require on your project, this makes it very universal. Now one thing I might add, when buying router bits, I think it's important to buy a good quality carbide tip router bit. Because especially when you get into routering hardwoods of this nature, they will last longer and do a lot better job for you. And that's what you like to have in the final results of any project. Now I'm going to just show you how this works, keeping in mind that there's a right and a wrong way to run your material through a router. Now, being this here is suspended upside down, this router, it is just the opposite to one that you use freehand when it's upright. Okay? Remember that the router always turns clockwise, in a clockwise direction. Now, and that's looking from the top of the router down. Okay, from this case here, we're looking from the bottom of the router downward, so the bit is actually turning counterclockwise. So what you want to maintain is run your workpiece through this thing in a clockwise manner. And what that does is, because of the design and the rotation of that router bit, it will have a tendency to suck into your workpiece and give you a nice clean cut, opposed to if you go the other way, the bit has a tendency to keep pushing away from your workpiece. And that's not really the best practice to go like that there. I'm just going to run a piece through here, show you how it works. One thing I might add, you want to always maintain using safety equipment. The router turns at about 22,000 RPM. It gives you a very high-pitched sound and very hard on the ears. So I would recommend to always maintain with a good set of ear muffs or plugs or something to protect your ears. As you can see here, there's the particular profile that bit cut on here. And like I say, by changing to different types of bits, you can put various different profiles on any workpiece. So it's very, very good for that. Okay, I hope this has helped you somewhat. Thank you.